Hello everybody, it's Kara Cosplays here, and I kind of wanted to do a review that I've been putting off for a couple of days because I wasn't sure how to go about it. Um, in the past few days, there's been some news about the Power Rangers reboot movie. Now, I know they released the first photos of Rita Repulsa, but in the past couple of days, they actually released the suits. And a lot of people have been going crazy about these. And without going into any detail, well, everybody's saying that it's like Tony Stark got a hold of them. And I kind of wanted to review them. So I have a picture of them pulled up right here on my laptop. So I'm going to be going over each one of the suits. Individually and giving my personal thoughts. Before I continue, I'm just going to say that I haven't read up anything on the suits, what certain parts are for, like the gems in the middle or the gems down by their belly button, it looks like. I don't know any of their functions or any purposes for any parts of their suits. So, we're going to start with, well, alright, I'm just going to start with ladies first. So we're going to start with the yellow and the pink ranger. Now, I'm looking at the yellow ranger right now. First thing I'm going to say is I know they're trying to keep with how the helmets used to look, but the face comes off as creepy. You can, however, tell the animal that she's supposed to be. So it's saber-tooth tiger. It's a lot more subdued in these versions, and also I don't know why, but the heads look hella of a lot bigger. I do like these galaxy type gems that they have on their chests. And one other thing I'm going to point out about them is the texture of these suits. More specifically with both the Pink Ranger and the Yellow Ranger. With these suits, they have these very rough and hard textures, it looks like. So it looks a little bit more like armor. And when we go further down, of course, all of them have that swirl gem. It looks like a swirly gem, to be honest. I know it's going to be the Morpher, because they just replaced the Morpher with that, I guess. Instead of having the emblem just sitting there on their waist, it's now completely incorporated into their suits now. They do have some silver tones in there. I'm just gonna have to say this: I hate these wedges. If you're going to be the savior of Earth, why do you have wedges? I'm sorry. The way that these wedges sort of transition into the rest of their suit looks awkward and clunky. And it makes their feet look 5 times bigger than they normally would, I think. And it does not work. Between Kimberly's and, well, not Kimberly's, sorry. Between the Pink Ranger and the Yellow Rangers. The Yellow Rangers, it looks like it's completely, like it's a wedge boot, but it goes knee high. Because there's no separation. You don't really see much of a line there. The line there looks like a seam. With Kimberly's, it looks more like an ankle high boot, because you do get more of a separation. I don't know if it's the angle that they're standing at or the stances that they have. Another thing about these textures is these suits have at least 3 textures in them that I'm noticing. For the shoulder, no, scratch that, 4 because, yeah, 4 textures. So the shoulders, part of the leg, the breastplates for the girls. Those are different textures from the boot, the majority of the thigh, and of course you get these stripes that go up and then down over on their sides as well, and those are different textures. It seems a little bit too busy, but at the same time, it's kind of a hard call. And again, through everybody's helmet, you can kind of tell the corresponding dinosaur or prehistoric creature, let's call it. Each one of them is supposed to be. So now let's move on to the guys. Their textures are pretty much, they're more hard and streamlined. The only way I can really put the Black Ranger is, I'm gonna just say this. He almost looks like a live action version of Zero from Boarderlands. I don't know what it is. I cannot get over seeing that. I'm just expecting this little emoji face to kind of come out with a smile. I made my fiance laugh.
Keep going, we can edit that out.
Okay. So, oh, that's interesting. I'm just now noticing that. Each of their arm gauntlets are different. They have the same general pattern, but each one has something about it that makes it their own. Be it a few extra slashes. For the Red Ranger, you can very barely make out a metallic scales under this iridescent shine on his gauntlets. That's actually pretty cool. Let's see. Now for the Black Rangers, his are more rough. His looks like they were more carved in, like scratches almost, which I'm not really understanding if he's supposed to be a mastodon, but okay. The Triceratops is more smooth and it looks, I guess you could say it looks more like it's more of a smooth geometric kind of thing. Of course, all of them have those, what you call it? I call them ab pads. They're not really called that. That's just what I call them. But what I have done is recalling back to the original Power Rangers when of course I know that's not the original, possibly the original Power Rangers, but you know, this in Japan it's like Kamen Rider and oh gosh, there's so many things. I always thought it was a little bit strange that they were portrayed as warriors, and they always said that they had power, like you are like recruit teens with attitude, which I didn't even understand. They didn't really have that much of an attitude. If anybody had a dang attitude, it was Tommy. But of course, you know, he was supposed to be the bad boy. So with that, Zordon was supposed to grant him with power, and really, if you think about it, Zordon's powers were a communicator, and then a little square box that gave you a spandex suit with a helmet and some boots and gauntlets. So, to me, watching that, it was awesome. But of course, you know, the little box that does the gauntlet that summons your outfit also summons these badass Zords. So, I digress with that. I don't even know what the Zords look like or if they released any Zords like that. I haven't really been online today. But, I digress. So, these guys are supposed to be warriors. And you give them helmets and spandex suits. And then suddenly they know martial arts and all this other stuff. And of course, all of them have a natural, innate, sorry, mess up on that. All of them have kind of an innate fighting skill, essentially. So, it made a little bit of sense, but not very much. Because, meanwhile, while they're fighting, they could still get hurt. Because there's still people under there. And this isn't armor. This is a spandex suit. Now, with this remake, they look like they're ready to actually go into a fight. I know people say it looks like Iron Man got a hold of them and everything like that. But if you look at it from that perspective where you're going from spandex suits to what looks like actual armor from... Honestly, it looks like it's from 4 different periods of time because each one they have different textures, they have different weights to them. They actually look heavy. They look like they're going to war almost. Well, maybe not war, but you know, they look like they're ready for battle. And that is intriguing enough. So, I think that I'm going to give these a chance because it is a reboot. So, in my honest opinion, these look like battle-ready suits. As odd as those wedges are. Anyway, this is Kara Cosplays. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, and share it somewhere on the internet. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, check out my fiance Daniel's channel. Daniel?
What the fuck is Daniel?
A channel is Daniel and channel mixed together. Check out Daniel's channel at Agent
SoCal Shepherd.
Agent SoCal Shepherd. He helps me film and helps me edit videos because I don't know how to do that very good. So anyway, I'm going to be making some cosplay update videos. So my friend's actually over there doing costume right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.